What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. And in today's video, I have something really special for you. I have Kyle here with me from Batch Leads, and we are going to be breaking down exactly what is the Batch platform. What can Batch services provide to you? Batch has been one of the most important tools in our business in order for us to have this much success. And so I wanted to bring this to your guys' attention today, so that way you can use the platform that I use to achieve your dreams through real estate as well. So Batch has been very beneficial to us when it comes to comping properties, because you're able to pull up any address across the country, and it's going to give you like 300 data points on every single address across the country. This means it's going to give you the square footage, the bedrooms, bathrooms, who bought it, transaction history, how much it's worth, all this info. So that way, when you're on the phone with the seller, you sound like the expert because the information is at your fingertips, which is what you need. And then a second to the comping platform and being able to look up all that information about every single address, we pull tons of our motivated seller data and lists from Batch as well for our cold calling marketing. And the lists and data have been very beneficial to our business as well. So without further ado, Kyle, thank you so much for being here. And I'm excited for you to give us an overview and a breakdown of the platform, so that way we know how it can benefit my followers as well.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you for having me, Jacob. Honestly, it's crazy to even think like where Batch is today. And I just kind of want to like just jump into that, right? How did it start? Okay. And a lot of people need to really just let this sink in. It all started from our owners, our three owners. Okay. Jesse, Evo, and Annie. Evo and Annie are actually brother and sisters. They were in the trenches every single day, wholesaling every single day. Okay. So they're wholesalers by heart. Okay. They're real estate investors by heart. And what happened is they didn't have the tools necessary to actually scale their wholesaling businesses. Right. So Evo, being the brainchild, he was like, you know what? I'm just going to create them. Okay. And that's how Batch started. It all started from actual wholesalers and investors in the trenches every single day, needing these tools in order to be successful and scale. Right.
And that's a beautiful thing, because it's not just some software company coming into the space, creating this platform that doesn't know anything about the business. The creators of the platform are wholesalers, real estate investors themselves. So they tailored the platform to be exactly what you need. They weren't just guessing. They built it for what they needed. And that's one of the beautiful things about Batch. And so I appreciate you sharing that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And the key thing that we stick to all day, every day, is working with the people in the trenches every single day to make our software and our processes that much better. Okay. And that's why we work with people like Jacob, right? Is because we want that input so that we can work hard to make it the best all-in-one solution for everybody out there in the space. Okay. So I want you just to let that hone in for a second. We are continuing to make it better and better and better. We have about 60 engineers every single day working on the product to make it better for you guys. Okay. So I think the best part, let's go ahead and dive in. And where we begin is just basically there's about 4 different primary functions of Batch. So Batch Leads is basically the number one function, I think, is targeting motivated buyers and sellers. All right. And getting those people off market and on market. All right. Which is great. So we do have that MLS data. The other is basically organizing your list and your prospect list to make sure that they're organized so that you can go another step. Right. And you can do what is called a list stack. And when you list stack, that's when you can really hone in and hit a bullseye almost every single time. And you don't have to do what we call a spray and pray, where you buy a bunch of data, you outreach to all of it, and you hope that you guys you get a contract, right? Then after that, we uncover the owner's contact information, which we all know is a skip trace, and then you have to reach out to the property owner, right? So that's just basically communicating with a multiple different levels, where it's click to dial, we have SMS, and we have direct mail. We also have a dialer you can push that data to, and it talks to each other. So we really are the all-in-one solution. So you want to dive in, Jacob? Should we show them?
Let's do it. Share your screen. Let's check out the platform.
All right, beautiful. So this is Batch Leads. So I think the first thing we want to do, right, is probably start with our location. And our location is right here in sunny Phoenix, Arizona, right? So I know, Jacob, you're out here, I'm out here. So let's just go ahead and start here. Let me clear this. Let me show you, boom, and search. All right, so you're going to see there's on market and there's, so that's what you're going to see in the green. In the orange, that means that it was sold, okay? So I think the first thing we want to do is basically find a nice area that we want to target within our market. And let's just go ahead and, what do you think? Like Phoenix, you want Scottsdale?
Let's do Phoenix, yeah.
Okay, cool. I think there's a lot more distressed properties out in Phoenix, right?
Yep.
So let's go ahead and let's just draw a boundary, okay? So you can go and etch this area out. I like to etch it because you never know. Like in Arizona, we all know that one side of the street is multi-million-dollar houses and the other side isn't, right? So as you can see, we just pulled 48,000 properties. All right. Well, that's a mix of properties, right? We all know that it's commercial, there's residential. So what we want to do next is filter it down. And this is where Jacob was really like honing in on. We have over 300 different filters within side of our platform. So I think like for this presentation, let's go with more of what you want to do, more residential. I think that's probably.
Let's stick to single family residential. Yep.
Okay, so we can start at the top, right? And you can say what occupancy. You can say owner occupied or absentee owner. That's usually a good one, in state and out of state. Next is vacancy. Do we want it vacant?
Yeah, I think let's go vacant too.
Okay, property vacant. And then let's go into characteristics. So as you guys can see, there's a bunch of drop downs on the left-hand side. We'll get into those in a second, but characteristics are very key. Residential, let's do single family, right? Just so you know, we do have commercial. We have all different types of property types, whether you click on residential or commercial. We also have vacant land. I know a lot of people are popping off on vacant land right now. I just did a big presentation last month, a couple of them on vacant land. And then you can dive into your bedrooms, your build, bathrooms, all of that, features. You can even look at if they have a pool or not, if you're a pool company. I think this is good for now. Now we have the MLS status, right? So do you want it on market or off market? We all know the answer to that one, right?
Off market.
You want it off market. So after it's off market, we now want to go into, I mean, this is more nitty gritty. You want pre-foreclosures, you want auctions. You can go ahead and dive into that right here. Ownership information, like how many years did they own it? Is it company owned? Is it individually owned? Yes, of course. Deeds, you can look at deeds, liens, bankruptcies. All of this information's in here for you. This is one of my other favorites, validation and equity. What do you usually look for equity in a home, Jacob?
Yeah, we want at least 40% usually.
Okay, so let's go 40% minimum. Then we can look, if you're in the mortgage industry, you can look at loan type. All of that's in here as well. And one of my favorites is the cash buyers. Okay. So when you're like going into an area, for those that are maybe new and don't really have much skin in the game, is what Batch is really good at is you can hone in and you can actually go into markets and look where the cash buyers are actually purchasing homes, right? If you go into a market and you're trying to run comps and there's no properties that haven't been purchased in the last, 12 months to 2 years, then you probably shouldn't be looking for motivated sellers there, right? Because guess what? There's no buyers. So you want to go where the buyers are and you want to see where they're buying, and that's where you want to target, right? So
you have nobody to sell the deals to, you're never going to make any money. So you're able to find cash buyers through this platform, but you're also able to do market research by making sure there's a bunch of cash buyers and cash transactions in whatever market it is you're questioning in to go into. So that way, you know, it's a good market to market to. So that's good.
Yep, absolutely. And then you can also pull those cash buyers and you can reach out to them. So I think it's a good recipe for success when you can go into a market before you can reverse wholesale, find the buyers and where they're buying, right? Get all that information, then go and find those distressed properties and those sellers. And now you just connect the dots, right? So you can go in here and you can look at company owned, individual. You can see the number of properties that they own and you can look at their profile. right? You can see exactly those properties, what they're listed for, if they're listed, how much they purchased them for. So you know exactly what type of property they're purchasing. And then here's where you can go in here and look at like, here's the last 3 months or the last 12 months of what they've purchased. Okay. So really, really, really good nuggets here. And then demographic. So this is where you get into the nitty gritty even more, where you can look at like how long they live there, what's their income, what's their net worth. Are they a smoker? Are they a pet owner? This is, I mean, crazy stuff that you guys can look at, but I think this is a good list. So you can see on the right-hand side, you got Phoenix, Arizona, absentee owner, property vacant, residential, single family, not in the MLS, owner type individually, and a 40% equity in their property.
And
So
what
we see 48.
we're doing here is we're filtering down to the exact motivated sellers we want to target. So we're getting people that are highly motivated, so that way we're not wasting a ton of time going after people that are not going to want to sell. We're filtering down with all these different criteria we can put on to get highly motivated sellers. And so we have 97 right now, and that's because we're looking for people that don't live in the property and it's vacant. So absentee owners plus vacant with 40% equity and up. These are 97 records of people that are very likely to sell their property. And that's the beautiful thing. And if we removed vacant, we would get a lot more. So if you need a bigger list, you can remove some criteria. So it's all about filtering down to what motivations you want and then targeting that list, which is amazing.
Yep. And then from there, basically, you would create a list, right? But I want to show you guys something real quick. We can jump into these houses and we can look at more details if we wanted to. All right. It's cool because here's all that information that you need to know on the property, but also we can jump in and we can do a skip. We could do a one-off skip if we wanted to. Here's the owner's information. For this purpose, we're going to blur this out. So I know you guys can't see that right now because YouTube isn't very fond of us sharing other people's information, but what you guys can see underneath this blurring is that we can click a skip trace and we can do a one-off skip. It also shows the characteristics, what size is the land. We can do that comp that Jacob just spoke about, and we can do a one-off comp where we can look at all of the actual properties within the area. And from there, actually, Jamil Damji, shout out to you and the Astro flipping crew, because Jamil actually helped design this comping tool right here. So you can come in here and you can run your comp really quick and fast. And on the right-hand side, you can see the numbers are changing. And there's your comparable. Okay. So you can run in there, do this comp really quick and get a comp really fast so that you guys can give them an offer on the spot. We also have their sale and loan tax information, MLS status. If they are on the MLS, it will say the agent's information, their first and last name. And newsflash, let's let you know, there is going to be agent data that is going to be coming very, very soon, where you'll be able to do agent outreach. We're working with some of the top people in the entire industry right now to produce the all-in-one solution for real estate outreach, which is going to be amazing, agent outreach. So that is going to be even induced even more. And then you can look at foreclosures, lien, and their owner profile, right? So they have 2 other houses, which is awesome. So if they have an issue with one of them, let's see if we can get a couple more. Okay. So that's the profile of the property. Now let's go into the list area, right? So we just found these 97 properties. We would just go and select all. We would create a list, and you're just going to create a list, right? For this purpose, we really don't need to, because I got other lists I'm going to show you, but all you do is click save, and then boom, now you have a list of highly motivated people that need to sell their property. There's 97 of them. What's the next thing to do? Boom, we go into our list section. So our list section is basically like a CRM in a sense, right? It's where you have all your contacts. It's where you can narrow them down. You can filter them, you can list stack, and you can look at their information and you can send it off to other places within our platform. Okay. So let's just go ahead and pick a list, and let's click on this one. Boom. So this is going to show about 10 houses, right? The next step after you have your list is you can do a couple things. And this is the high level stuff we're bringing today. Okay. There's a lot of platforms out there, but this is what makes us really stand out is you can list stack. So let's just say right here, list count. Let's say I have all these lists in here. Let's say that I was in Phoenix, Arizona. I pulled a list of just let's see, just houses with 40% equity. I also pulled another list of tired landlords, another one of divorces, another one of absentee owners, right? And another one that I did for driving $4. So what I want to do is I want to say, I want you to find, let's click here. Oops. I want you to find somebody that is on 5 or more of those lists. Okay. So they have 5 or more pain points, right? And if they have 5 or more pain points, or if they're on 5 or more of those lists, then guess what? Like, you're now targeted and honing in on individuals that need to sell their house now. Like, they need to sell it. There's no reason why they should stay in it. So just understand that. So when you apply that filter, that is what the gurus talk about, and the non-gurus, right? That's what they do in their business, right? They're not getting a million contacts, right? They're honing it down on the contacts that they already have, and they're data harvesting at the end of the day. And that is really how you get uber targeted, and you start literally hitting a bullseye almost every single time with your dialers or your outreach. So just understand, like, the list stack is key, and you need to implement it in your business today. That way you're not wasting hard-earned marketing dollars, okay? So that's the list stack. Now with that same list, you can take actions, right? What are those actions? You can export it, right? You can skip trace it, which we all love, skip tracing. You can also send it to an SMS, and you can do a direct mail. And the last, my favorite, is you can push it to the batch dialer, where you can have your cold callers dialing right away. So that's basically our actions that we can take. After you skip trace it, right, it's going to uncover their cell phone number. And obviously we can't show that right now, but it will uncover their cell phone number. It'll uncover their email address as well. And it takes about, roughly how big your list is. It takes, about 5 minutes probably to uncover that information. But the hit rate is the key here, okay? The hit rate on the batch data that we have is, I think the lowest I've ever seen is about a 92 on a list that is 100 plus more contacts, okay? On average, you're getting a 99 to a 98% hit rate. Okay, there's one on here right here. It says 85. That was actually, I think that was in Alaska, where I was just pulling random places to see what our hit rate would be. But just understand that on average, you're going to get about a 99 to a 98% hit rate, and you only pay per hit. Okay. So after you skip trace it, your next thing you need to do is outreach. How are you doing outreach currently, Jacob?
Yeah, we do a lot of cold calling. So we'd be uploading it to the dialer, adding it to the dialer, and then hitting it with our cold callers. We used to do some more SMS, but we haven't been doing SMS for a while, but SMS is another good outreach strategy for sure.
Yeah, and I just want to let everybody know that is on here. I mean, I'm in this every single day. I know a lot about the SMS game, and just understand that you need to start getting back in the dialer and dialing, because the SMS, a lot of people are now just getting there. It's not good. Let's just say that, right? SMS is going away in the future, and it's going to go right back to dialing. And the reason why is because, think about it, right? Like, everybody's had their fun sending out thousands and thousands of texts every single day, spamming people trying to buy their house. Okay, quantify that by, the 1,000 wholesalers that are, big operations out here in the Valley, right? And do that over and over again. People get upset, and the carriers, they get even more upset. So understand, there's a lot of phishing tools that are out there as well, where people are trying to scam other people, and now the government's getting involved. So now the government is reaching out to the carriers saying that you need to crack down on this, and if you don't, guess what? Uncle Sam is going to slap you with a big bill. All right. So just understand how that is going down the pipeline. But there is ways to mitigate your risk, and that's where we come in. Okay. You need to understand it's not the spray and pray like I talk about anymore. It's mitigating your risk. It's Ubering and being Uber target down to your a smaller niched list, and then going and sending an SMS. Okay. So I'll show you how we mitigate that risk real quick. All right. So this is an SMS campaign, and let's just dive right in.
Yeah, so it
Okay.
has gotten harder to do SMS because, you know, the carriers are blocking the text messages from getting delivered, and there's
Yep.
restrictions and all that. But there's definitely ways to do it, and Batch helps with that. So
Yeah. So what we do, I'll just educate everybody, is we start with 10 different questions. Okay. So you can put these questions in there. We actually have these questions that are vetted, and we have millions and millions upon dollars behind these text messages, especially the data. So the questions that we put in there are very vague, very simple. Like, how's your day going? Hope I have the correct number. Or, hey, Sherry, is this, are you still living at X, Y, and Z address? Or, hey, Sherry, did you get my voicemail? And what we want there is we want somebody to what? Respond, right? We want them to respond so that the carrier sees that they had somebody that responded versus you reaching out to somebody and them just saying a bad word to you, right? Or blocking you. Okay. So take note of that. We also make you purchase a minimum of about 7 to 10 numbers. So what happens is every single time you're sending a message, it's like a round robin. All right. The same number and the same text message isn't going to match up every single time. Okay. And that's what you want. All right. Because what happens is people will get one number, they will send a message, the same message, okay, out to all of these other numbers. And then guess what? They get no response. They're sending it to landlines. They're sending it to litigators, and they're probably getting sued, or their number is now deemed spam. Okay, so what we do is we do the 10 questions. We do a minimum of 7 to 10 numbers that are going to round robin. And then if you scroll down here, you will see that we actually only message the mobile phones. We take out the landlines. We skip the litigators and the people that are on the do not call list, the national DNC. All right, so this is how we are mitigating that risk on your end, but also making sure that you guys are not spending hard-earned money on landlines and people that are just going to sue you. So just remember that at the end of the day, we're looking out for you. Okay. And you'll see like our response rates on here are usually 40%, 30%, 32, 40. So we have a really high level response rate at the end of the day. And then that's when you engage. Okay. So you need to have that good relationship with the carriers and your numbers first. And then that's when you guys can go in for the kill. All right. So just let that one sink in. And the cool part is once somebody responds, this is my favorite. So how we do it is, let's just send a couple right now. Send.
I just want to make this clear too. There's a lot of other SMS providers out there. None of them, literally none of them that I know of, have a platform like this that helps you actually get your text delivered, that actually helps you, right? These other platforms, you just send out 1,000 texts. You don't know what happens with them. And you're getting false reports that X amount were delivered, and you don't know what your metrics are. This gives you all the metrics, but then this also helps you make sure your metrics are good, because it's doing all these different things to help you get them delivered. So that's like huge, literally huge,
Yeah.
like, you know.
And that's where you guys just need to let that once again soak in, because a lot of people are doing exactly what he said. They're going to other platforms. They're not mitigating their risk. They're just spraying and praying. And that's what's getting everybody kicked off of SMS right now. Okay. So we're looking out for you. So let's send a couple of these. There's 1. Okay. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Okay. So you just click it. I could click, I think, 1,000 in 1 minute. Then you don't need to do that. All right. The reason why you don't need to do that is because if you have a good, healthy list and you list stacked it, and you know that you're hitting people that actually need your help, right? You don't need to send 1 million. Okay. You just need to send 100. That's all you need to do. Okay. And by clicking it like that, it's actually illegal to send out automated messages. Okay. Especially to people that haven't opted in. Right. So this is how we mitigate that risk as well. All right. So it's not automatic. It's actually manual, but you can click pretty fast. So when somebody replies, this is my favorite part. Check this out. Okay. When somebody replies, boom, this is what it looks like. This is your cell phone. Okay. So it'll show the individual's name. Obviously you can't see that. We have to blur it out for YouTube, but it'll show their name. It'll show their cell phone number, and it will show the message. Okay. And you can have a VA in here all day long, just hitting this quick reply, and replying. You can put these in here customly, and they just reply simply to the property owner, and they're just going about their day all day long, right? It'll show their property, it'll show all the information on their property, and then you can do what? You can leave notes, you can push it to your CRM if you have Podio, and you can run a comp right away. Boom, boom, and there's your comp. Right? Simple. And that's what we like to do, is keep it really simple, really easy. And you just go down the list and you continue to send messages, right? And then you obviously analyze. I say do 20 to 30, sit a little bit, let them respond, let them reply, boom. Obviously get on a call with them. Here's the next thing, get on a call with them, okay? Don't just sit behind the computer and just text all day. If they say, hi, yes, this is Elizabeth at 345 North Street, you could just click this button right here and you can just call them. Hey, Elizabeth, sorry, I'm not much of a texter. I was just calling because, I just seen if you were looking to sell your house.
Yeah,
right?
Gotta get them on the phone. Got to get them on the phone. That's where you really close these people down and lock the deals up. So.
That's right. That's right. So that's our SMS. We also have direct mail where you can send direct mail to that same list. It's really easy to create one of these campaigns. Let's just do test, show you how fast it is. Boom, template one. Let's go back, create another one, and another one. You can change your days. So if you guys are doing direct mail, feel free, jump in here and do some direct mail outreach, and then you can change these templates. Okay, it's really simple to do it. You just go in here and you can just change it all out. All right, there you go. We just created a campaign, and boom, you click send, and it's going to send to the same list. All right, so now we got an SMS going out, we got direct mail going out. The last piece is you can push it over to our dialer. All right, today we'll probably shoot another video to show you guys our dialer, but today's not all about the dialer. Today's about batch leads, but our multi-line dialer is just as good. I think the last piece I want to show you is something we just added to batch leads. And I think every single wholesaler and investor out there has done this, and that's driving for dollars, right? Yep. Driving for dollars. So we just added this. Let's go back into Phoenix. Let's see if we can find some unicorns. Do you ever drive for dollars, Jacob?
Yeah, so when I first started, I actually went and I passed out flyers to all the pre-foreclosures in my area. And then when I was driving around passing those out, I would look for other distressed properties with tall grass, messed up roof, all those things that you can pinpoint that are messed up about a property. So that way you can try to find a distressed property driving around and then skip trace it, call them, and try to lock it up. So yeah, I was doing driving for dollars a bit when I first got started.
Beautiful. What about this one with this? What is that? 10 cars in their backyard?
Yeah. So that's basically.
They got 4 in the front.
That house turned into a junkyard.
Yeah, right. That seems like they're trying to. Let's go over there. So let's drop this guy right here. Bing. Oh yeah, I think we just. Oh yeah, look at these cars.
Wow. A lot of cars. What the hell?
I think he's selling what is that, dry washer machines out of the back of his truck? Yeah, appliances. He's selling appliances too. Okay, let's look at his neighbors too. Okay, so driving for dollars. Let's go ahead and drive. So let's see. You click this little button right here, start virtual driving, and now we're driving. I think this house, it's kind of funny. It looks kind of clean on the outside. Yeah. Not seeing any. That's kind of, he's got some overgrowth. So let's add this house. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to drive for dollars. You're going to click this.
Just all those cars is so weird that there could be motivation there for sure. So.
Yep. So we're going to save that. Boom. Now we just made a list for you, and we're going to go down and drive. Okay. Oh, look at the purple house. What's going on there?
Well, they're not gonna. Their house is not gonna be able to be listed on the market looking like that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna save it. All right. Select them. Let's do Jacob. Boom, and save. I think we should pick the purple house too. Let's do it.
Yep. Oh, the purple house is super unique. I mean,
Yeah, I know, right? Top dollar. Boom. Okay, so now we're virtually driving for dollars.
and on that purple house, real quick, there was a window AC unit. So their central AC is out, most likely.
Ooh, great eye. Nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that.
So that could be distressed right there because their AC's out. So they're using window units.
Look at their fence too. Fence isn't looking too hot. Yep. All right, let's keep driving. I've noticed that their neighbors have solar too. Oh, look at this guy. He's got a big tarp in his backyard. What's going on back there, buddy? Look at those. Look at those windows.
Yeah.
Oh, they're boarded up.
Yeah, so that's a good one right there.
That's a unicorn. If we got any takeaways today, it's all about the boarded up windows.
Yep.
All right, let's go. All right, let's do one more. Right. So basically what's happening here is our route is being tracked. Oh, that's a church. Okay. So our route is being tracked, and we're basically looking for those distressed properties. I'm seeing so much solar here. It's crazy. I feel like there's some older people that are living in this area.
Yep.
You know, they're going in that retirement period of their life, and that's when they get the solar on their house. Yeah, let's just take this last one. I mean, it doesn't even look that distressed. I just want to add it to my list, and then we'll go ahead and close out. So it's powerful, okay, and I'll show you why. Because you can stop this route. All right, it's going to show us what we just. Okay, so here's the specs. It's going to show us, okay, we drove from here all the way to here. I don't know how we missed this house. Wow. Because they have a junkyard in the back of their house. And what happens is your list is right here. Okay, so your list is located right here. Now you can export that. You can push it to your dial. You can do SMS. You can do whatever you want with this list. Also, you can do what I love the most. I keep talking about it. Is you can go in and you can go check your list, and you can list stack. Okay, so you can add that as part of your list stack. All right, so just understand that right there, boom, Jacob. So you can put that as one of your lists, or you can say, hey, find all those houses, see if they're on 6 or more of my other lists, right? And if they show up, you know that they need to sell, right? You're going there, you're knocking on that door, you're calling, you're hitting them with mailers, you're hitting them with SMS.
They're on 6 different motivations, 6 different motivations, 6 different motivated seller lists. They show up on all 6. So that means their motivation to sell is 6 times as much as a list that would only show up on 1. Like, they're way more motivated. So stacking your lists like that and seeing which ones are on which, and if one's on multiple lists, really helps you dial in those really hot motivated sellers. So that way you're marketing to people that are ready to sell right away.
That's right. Yep. And we integrate into like Zapier. We integrate Twilio, Plivo, Podio. I know a lot of people have Podio out there. And obviously our batch dialer, it's literally one click of a button and boom, it's integrated to our dialer. So I think that's it. I don't know if you have any other questions, but I'm here to answer whatever you need me to answer. But that's the power of Batch Leads. It's the all-in-one solution. We've got over 300 people in our company right now, and we're all focused on continuing to make this better and working with people like Jacob that are high level in this industry, because we want it to be the all-around tool for you guys, okay? Because never forget, it's coming from people that are in the same, literally the same boots as you, people that have been in the trenches, people that are still in the trenches. And that's all we do is work with individuals like yourself. So we're going to continue to get bigger and better.
Yep. Yeah, no other questions. I think that was a great overview of the platform. Thank you for doing that. And guys, this can really help you out with your wholesaling business, your wholesaling journey. If you're struggling to get deals, or if you're doing deals every single month, Batch is a benefit to you. It's an all-in-one platform when it comes to wholesaling real estate, when it comes to real estate investing. So if you need these tools, you got to sign up, because it's literally going to help you expand and grow your business. by light years. So thank you so much again for doing this. How can they sign up? I think you have a special coupon code for them.
Yeah, of course. So the description below, okay, just go down there. You're going to get a 7-day free trial of Batch Leads, and you're going to get 1,000 property records on us. Okay, that's Jacob hooking you up.
Amazing.
Yeah, the last thing I want to end with this thing is that our customer service is the best, hands down, in the industry. Okay, we have dedicated customer success managers that work with you, and if you need to schedule a call with them during the week, you can do that. We have live Zooms, okay, that you can get on with actual Pace Morby's sister, right? Pace Morby's sister. You can get on with her weekly, and she does all the way from beginners to expert level. Okay, she does Zooms where she teaches you exactly how to use this platform and leverage it in your business. We also, in this help center, have over 300 videos that you guys can watch. We have master classes. We have breaking down every single little descriptive detail inside of Batch Leads. And I think to top it off is every single month, I bring on the greats of the industry, okay? Every single month, I bring them on. And I actually, on Batch TV, we go in and we actually dive in and show you guys how to take it to the next level, how to structure your business, how to do your taxes, how to do dispo, acquisition, how to bring on VAs, you name it. We teach you exactly how to do it, but we do it with the greats that are doing it, okay? We did one where we did 50 deals in 50 days in 50 states. Come on. Who else is doing that? And it's all with Batch. Okay, so just understand that we're here for you guys. That's why we built this business. That's why we built this company, because we're all about you. Okay, we would not grow if we didn't have you. So you guys are in the front of everything. All right, so we are here to help you. We have the content, we have the people, and we have the platform that is the only platform you're going to need. All right, so once again, Jacob, man, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. This has been a blast.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, thank you so much. And again, to add on to that, they got the resource center. They have the videos to go through. They have the best customer support out there. So I know it was a lot and we did a quick overview, but they have everything you need there to learn it in depth and to get help from their team with the platform. Also, Batch TV is a great platform to educate yourself on the business and on their platform. So make sure you check out Batch TV as well. And if you want to sign up for Batch, there will be all the information for that down below in the description. So make sure to go click that link in the description. But other than that, thank you so much, Kyle. And if you liked the video, make sure to hit the red button and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the like button. If you have any questions, comment down below, and me and Kyle will be sure to answer you as soon as possible. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.